Hello again. Because he felt that winning a war against mad dictators was the best way of ensuring that the world would be a better place for everybody, Winston Churchill sometimes did not focus on details, even those which involved the deaths of many people. For example, the suggestion was made at one time that the RAF could bomb the rail lines leading to death camps such as Treblinka and Auschwitz, but Churchill argued that the best way of ending the suffering of the Jews was to beat Hitler militarily. At about the same time, there was a terrible famine in northeast India. This was largely caused by the fall of Burma to the Japanese, and some people said that efforts at famine relief should be made. Churchill's response was that winning the war against Japan would improve matters and that everything should be subordinate to that aim. There's no doubt that Winston Churchill could be a callous man and that he had the ability to put all his efforts on one single aim, in this case winning the war. This is just what you want when a small island off the coast of Western Europe is facing invasion by a vicious dictator, and we should be glad that he was that kind of man and that he was at the helm at that time. A few years before he died, Churchill was asked what sort of memorial he would like, something to keep his memory alive. He thought that something along the lines of the Rhodes Scholarships at Oxford University would be nice, and so the day after his funeral, the Winston Churchill Memorial Foundation was set up, which made grants available to people who wished to travel for research. Almost 60 years later, those running the foundation have decided that having the name Winston Churchill associated with it is embarrassing, and so they renamed themselves the Churchill Fellowships. Perhaps they think that by dropping his Christian name, nobody will realise that they are associated with the Churchill. Possibly they hope that many people believe that they are instead connected with the Churchill Insurance Company. At the same time, the foundation has put a lot of stuff up on their new website denouncing racism. Winston Churchill did not cause a famine in India. He did arrange for some relief, but he felt that winning the war was the main thing which would help India, freeing the country from the threat of invasion from Japan. Do people know how the Japanese behaved in the countries which they conquered in East Asia? Do they really think they would have behaved any better had they taken India? Beating the Japanese was of greater benefit in the long run to India than a few shiploads of rice. I'm bound to say anyway that I get pretty sick of hearing people criticising Churchill. I provide a couple of links in the description to this video about this particular subject.